The coach here, welcoming you to another installment of Madden Ultimate Team. There's been a lot of talk leading up to this matchup, and it's finally here. But can it live up to all the hype?
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Seattle. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the final pick of the first round in 2018 out of Louisville. It's Lamar Jackson.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson. And open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. That one a first down pickup of 8. Inside give to Davis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now this throw caught left side, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. They'll try to run forward with Davis. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Jackson now. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. This just a 24-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
Let's go. Ready.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Well, Jarius Sneed up to make the play defensively. Throwing on second down. Love. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Love now to pass on first down. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
And one of the real good guys in this league, J.J. Watt, not a malicious play, just football as far as he's concerned, but at the same time, he's got to know a little bit better and not take the shot there.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Love. Flush to his right. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Now Love. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Parker, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
That's caught by Irvin. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Pass complete to Judy on the out route. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
Now it's Jackson. Touchdown! Rob Gronkowski from 3 yards out. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. That time a 6-play drive, and it's all capped off by a Rob Gronkowski touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. One more go for this offense in the first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Love's throw pulled in by Kittle. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be second down. Final play of the half, Love. They'll swing this out to Fournette. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, second and long. To throw now, here's Love. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And a tackle going to be made at the 38.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Love. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Again, it's Love. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Sacked there by Bruce Smith.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now it's Jackson. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he will have the Broncos first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Up the middle to Davis. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 60 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Throw left side is complete to Irvin. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now Jackson. Finding Sutton on the out route who makes the catch. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Right side catch. This is Gates. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Night Train Lane. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. The offense back out on the field here following the 2-minute warning. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. This is taken at about the 14. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Got a man, it's Michael Irvin. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson got a man open. It's Sutton. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Davis, they'll try to run for it. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Jackson now. He completes this to Sutton, and they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On second down, Davis. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's a good...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Jackson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
4th down, here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And as a result, possession switches hands. First down, Love to pass. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott. And the Broncos force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be 1 kneel and then handshakes.
Certainly not the highest of scoring games, Charles. Their offense did some okay things. Not a lot of points on the board, but enough for the win with how their defense was playing in this one.
Yeah, they certainly brought their A game, didn't they? They weren't fooled.